The Ultraversity, Part 4, Man and the Earth. When a man, the term is used generically, is born, he unavoidably becomes a member of human society. As long as he accepts life, he accepts the responsibilities that are inherent in his status as a member of human society, and in return he receives certain rights which enable him to carry out his responsibilities. Bearing of responsibilities is a privilege. They are commensurate with the ability of the individual and to the rights which are required to discharge the responsibilities. The fundamental equation upon which any sound political, social, or economic order must be built, responsibilities equals ability equals rights. This formula will be discussed later. Among the aspects of these rights and responsibilities are 1. Receiving man's heritage, the earth, and so conducting his activities in relation to it that it does not become a less valuable legacy for those who are concurrently occupying and those who are to follow. 2. Maintaining the human race by participating in its propagation, but so controlling this activity that propagation is directed toward advancing the race to a better physical, mental, and spiritual status, in harmony with the course of evolution. 3. Participating to the fullest possible extent in the cooperative activities of the race so that all men may achieve the fullest possible participation in the bounties of nature. 4. Respecting and protecting the rights of all men in their concurrent heritage, the earth and all that is in it, and aiding in maintaining and developing all institutions and devices which are organized for this purpose. 5. Participating in all activities which are directed toward advancing the intellectual status of the race so that it may better understand the universe, the world in which we live, and the natural forces which are operating in it, as well as the nature of man and of all living and non-living things, and utilizing all knowledge and control for the enhancement of human welfare. Each of these rights and responsibilities exists in relationship to all others with which the individual is endowed. Each exists in full force if no other is operating, but each of all that are operating exert modifying influences on all others. For example, the individual's ownership of the entire earth is modified by his responsibilities as a member of the human race. It is an axiom that each individual is born to ownership of not only the entire earth, but the entire cosmos. Everything outside the earth is beyond his control. Lacking ability to manipulate or influence things outside the earth, no individual can assume responsibilities concerning them and can receive no rights with respect to them. Likewise, no individual can occupy the entire earth. Although born to complete ownership of it, his ability to occupy or utilize the earth is limited to an exceedingly small area of it. He is entitled to this area, which he has the ability to utilize, and he is entitled to the responsibility for utilizing it. With that responsibility goes the right to be completely protected in his occupancy and utilization, as long as it is used in furtherance of his duties to the remainder of the race. While he is protected in his occupancy of the land in question, the fact remains that every other individual on the earth holds equal claim to ownership of that land and the resources associated with it. In recognition of the occupancy of an area of land that is granted to an individual by all other members of the human race, their rights of ownership during this period of occupancy are transformed and equated into a responsibility to utilize the land in the most efficient fashion in order to contribute to the needs of the remainder of human society. All the fruits of the land in excess of that which is required for the needs of the producing and occupying individual. Each individual has a responsibility to produce as much as he can in individual and cooperative enterprises. When he produces, he owns that which he produces and has the right to consume or utilize it for his own purposes. In the specialized plan of organized society, the individual produces a specialized product in amounts far in excess of his needs. His right to consume these goods can be transformed and equated into a right to receive the value of his products in the goods which he has the ability to consume and which were produced by others. The practical application of these principles concerning man and the earth is this. Land cannot be held in private ownership. In the cases of land now held by individuals or corporations, there will be no difference between present use and occupancy in that under universal ownership, except that there will be no taxes on land and mortgages will not be possible. Unused land cannot be privately held. Instead of inheritance of land, there will be preferential granting of use and occupancy of homesteads, etc., to descendants or relatives of occupants. Occupancy of land will be guaranteed and protected with greater effectiveness than at present. No one can lose his home through money causes or disability. Land cannot be sold or purchased. The equivalent of title to land can be secured only through ability to utilize the land in the interest of general human welfare. This applies to mineral, agricultural, industrial, business, and residential land. The universal ownership of all land by all men will operate through a land utilization agency. The transition from private to universal ownership will be discussed later.